Hello. All right, I thought we'd just do a little bit of story time. This is my book, Meet the Cloud House Animals. It's all about the animals that are drawn on the cloud house. So they're not animals that live in the garden, it's the paintings that I've done on the cloud house. So there's all kinds of animals. I don't know if you can see them from there, but they're outside on the carport, on the garage wall, on the path out the front. They're on the front walls. There's brolgas on the front walls. There's a life-size elephant on the lounge room window. There's a crocodile in the carport. There's all kinds of things. So I'll just they're just sort of like little information things about the animals. So let's have a look and see what we've got to see. So we've got the charismatic crocodile, and the idea of the Meet the Cloud House animals, it's getting to know Cloud House. So if you know the iconic Cloud House here in Warrnambool, it's an opportunity to have a book that tells you a little bit more about it, and you can explore it a bit more closely and get to know the animals that are painted here. But also you can colour in the pages. As it's got on the front, it's the book that you can colour in. So it's a book for you to make uniquely your own. But then every single one of the animals also has sensory adventures. So we're always, here at Cloud House, we're always all about self-care and looking after yourself and using sensory regulation um, and the five senses to take care of yourself, really. So we'll have a look at those as well. So let's do the charismatic crocodile. It's animal number 5. A few years ago, I saw some videos of people going on crocodile watching boat tours. I was in awe of these enormous beings and immediately painted one, as you do, on the carport concrete floor. It's a life-size 6-meter saltwater crocodile, and I used a strong, almost abstract pattern to get it to stand out. See it there? Oh, and I did get to go to Darwin, as I think I mentioned in one of the other videos when I was talking about grounding techniques. I did indeed go to Darwin and got this little crocodile. I did go on the crocodile jumping tour, which was absolutely amazing because you're out there in the wild with wild crocodiles. I love that. It's they're not in captivity. They're not performing for humans. They're doing their own thing. I mean, yes, they come around. I guess they come around the boat because they're getting fish, or actually, I don't think it was fish. Whatever they were giving them, some kind of steak or something. Probably not steak. Chickens. I think they were chickens. I think they're feeding them chicken necks or something. Anyway, so watching one of these powerful and magnificent wild beings leaping from the water beside the low boat is absolutely breathtaking. And I had a fantastic seat. I was there by myself, so I didn't have to worry about, where anyone else wanted to sit. So I sat up the front and really had a fantastic position because the guy with the pole that he was holding, I think it was chickens, that he was holding it out on, he was right beside me. So I couldn't have had a better spot. So that was an experience. I do recommend it if you ever get a chance to go to Darwin. Do go and have a look at the wild crocodiles out in the river. So I've just got some little bits and pieces of information here, just things that I found interesting about crocodiles. When a crocodile is developing in its egg, the temperature helps decide if the baby which hatches is a boy or a girl. Crazy, huh? Like, that's amazing. Warmer temperatures tend to produce females, and cooler temperatures tend to produce males. Not always, but more often. A saltwater crocodile has the strongest bite of any animal on Earth. As soon as a tooth falls out of a crocodile's mouth, a new one starts growing in its place, and sometimes a crocodile's tooth might be replaced up to 50 times in its lifetime. That's crazy. That's just like ongoing tooth production. The lumps and bumps that you see on a crocodile's back. And again, when I was talking before about the sensory stuff, I was talking about the bumps on the back because they are very good if you're um, using this sort of thing as a grounding tool, some sensory thing like. So the lumps and bumps are very helpful. Anyway, the lumps and bumps on a crocodile's back are called scoots, and the scoots manipulate the water directly around a crocodile, so they leave no ripples. How about that? Stealth predators. Hey, that's creepy, hey? So the scoots are directing the water so the crocodile can just swim underneath and approach you without you having a clue. Don't get in the water. I was very glad I was in a boat, I can tell you. Although today's crocodiles are very scary predators, oh yeah, scientists have discovered that some ancient crocodiles were herbivores. So there's a really curious thing. I certainly had no idea that there were both meat-eating and plant-eating crocodiles. So they were all crocodiles, but there was some herbivores and there were some carnivores, and I guess the carnivores continued on, and the herbivores maybe changed into something else. I don't know. Evolved into something else would be the correct word. That is interesting. So during the dinosaur era, many crocodile-like reptiles were peaceful plant eaters. Vegetarian crocodiles evolved on at least 3 separate occasions. So they came back and had another go at it, like, oh yeah, maybe we'll do that plant-based thing. And apparently they were common and successful. So when you eat up all your veggies, you are in fact being like an ancient crocodile. You can confuse everyone with that little gem of information. Um, oh, and I thought this was another curious little thing. Another unexpected vegetarian animal is also alive and well now, and I thought this one was bizarre. You won't believe it. There is a very cute little spider in Central America whose main diet is the tender leaf tips of acacia bushes. So yeah, I thought that was really fascinating as well. Just a little, this is if ever you have a trivia night. Somebody asks about vegetarian spiders, you can go, ah yes, they eat the tender leaf tips of the acacia bushes in Central America. All right. So I have some sensory ideas here. So sensory regulation ideas based on the crocodile. We've got the body stretch, and this one's really lovely. Lie flat. So you can do this while we're talking if you like. Lie down flat and stretch the arms forward, oops, to mimic crocodiles in water, releasing tension. So if you do this and you stretch out, you can feel it all stretching around the shoulders here. And as we've probably talked about before, and if not, we need to, we carry a lot of stress and tension in this area around the neck, the shoulders, the upper back. So using this one where we're stretching up is really fantastic to help us to move that energy through, move that tension. Another simple little one is hand massage, which at the end of most of our little meditations, I usually get people to do a little rub your hands together, put them over your eyes. It's just that warmth and the movement. But hand massage, in this case, we're talking about getting some hand cream and massaging the hands. So gently massage. While you're doing that, just imagine the crocodile's big hands and rough skin. The massage itself will help to ground and calm. And then I've got the 5 senses of sight, hearing, smell, taste, and touch, and just some ideas there. So sight, watching calm water scenes, really good. Get some on YouTube. Just sitting and watching those can be really soothing. Or if you can, get yourself down to the local river or waterfall or whatever and watch running water, of course. Hearing, again, there's so much stuff on YouTube that you can sit and listen to the sound of um, the sound of water flowing, and that sort of thing. So whether it's on YouTube, whether you're getting yourself down to your local river or creek, see if you can watch and listen to water running. It's really, really calming, really soothing, really good for grounding, getting yourself into that current, get it, river, um, into that present time and space. Smell, going outside after it's been raining and smelling the earthy aroma. Don't miss that one. We're getting a bit of rain at the moment with springtime. It's springtime here anyway. Obviously, there could be people in other countries. But yes, see if you get a chance to get out and listen to that. Or again, like we talked about down at the river, creek, ocean, anywhere that there's water, you're going to get um, that fresh scent. I'm just trying to think, what do you call that? Free radicals, is that right? But the other one, mm, antioxidant, whatever. It's a good thing. Do it. Do it. Taste. I've just got chew on something crunchy, just to, again, we're thinking about the crocodile. The crocodile's um, our spirit guide for for these sensory activities. So we're talking about crunching, something crunchy, and imagine the crocodile's biting action. Again, it's grounding you, it's bringing you into the here and now. And touch. Putting your hand into cool water, putting your hands into water or even warm water. That is a really nice way, again, to ground yourself. So, again, you can be thinking about the crocodile swimming in the water. So, that's just a tiny little extract out of the book. We have, so amazing, we have 17 different pictures in part one, and then at the back we've just got really basic colouring in pictures, and there's you can do drawings there or write notes or do whatever you want to do. That's it. Thanks for joining me, and I hope you try some of those things. And if you want a copy of the Cloud House animals, they are here at Cloud House or online on Amazon. Thanks.